on. Am I working? You have no idea how long it took to get here, ChavezzSlovakia. I worked for a long time to do this. The damn hard drive copied stuff for like 10 hours, man. So I was stuck. I couldn't do anything. But now we're finally back, and we need to answer the age-old question: is this really reality? Is this fidget spinner really spinning in my hand? This wasn't a prop. I just conveniently had it on my desk, and it seems like super scripted. You know, this looks really satisfying in high def. Isn't that cool? Can I render just this one part out in like 4K? This is nice. Wait, let's spin it on my nose. All right, ChavezzSlovakia. So we have, we have with us that are on the Discord. We have some people with us. They can't see what's happening. I'm gonna pretend like it was nothing. We're gonna start with HQ. HQ, the woman from Nerdy's Paradise. How the hell have you been?
Yes, I've been pretty good. Same old, same old. Really.
Dude, you have such a positive outlook and such a positive personality and voice, and it's nice, sunny, and motivational, and it doesn't fit with my depressing feeling of the world and the lack of faith I have in humanity.
This is my way of life, okay, Chavez? You can't complain because nobody listens.
Okay.
And the only one that does listen is yourself. Okay. That's how it works.
You'll be your own best friend. I like that. And we got our man from down under. The third person from Australia to be in a video is Jet. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm losing my soul to this
so
game.
We're playing this Discord RPG game, and I'll probably be spamming my commands in chat during this video because it's absolutely competitive at this point, and I have to be the best. Rainbow, the Miss Nurse herself, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Just got home from work.
She take care of our souls and our health. It's the best situation ever. We're gonna be playing Screen Sheet, which will be coming out in a couple days, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right then, we're gonna do it. And beat out, of course, Judge Judy herself. How you doing, bitch?
Oh, doing pretty good. And by the way, I'm the real MVP in the Discord and in the RPG and in this video. So just letting you know. So you respect and understand my place.
How does that work? The video just started, and quite frankly, I think it's boring. So, what are you gonna do to fix that? So here we go. This is this video I haven't seen before from a channel I haven't seen, and it's about if we're really living in a simulation. And
we probably are.
I don't know if HQ's in the video, so I'm gonna send her the link, and she gets here when she gets here. She does have it, but I'm gonna keep spamming it anyways. Yep. Just gonna keep sending that. Yep, just gonna keep giving her that notification. All right, my job here is done. Let's get into it. Is reality real? The simulation argument. Now, if it turns out that everything is really just fake and nothing really exists, please don't smurder yourself. All right, let's do it.
Are unable to experience the true nature of the universe unfiltered. Our senses and brains can only process a fraction of the world. So we have to use concepts and tools to learn about the true nature of reality. Technological progress not only widened our knowledge about the universe, it also made us aware of unsettling possibilities. In the future, it might become possible to simulate entire universes. But
we can
if this
already
is an
do
option,
that, man. Have
how
you not
can we
played
know
RuneScape?
that it's not already happened? What if we are not creators, but creations? Is it possible that we are not real and we don't even know it?
That's kind of trippy, man. That's kind of trippy to think about it. But, you know, that means you can just masturbate to whatever you want, right? It's not real. Just do whatever you want, man.
If I jump on the bridge right now, I'm not really dead. Go!
I don't take that advice. Do not take that advice.
If our current understanding of physics is correct, then it's impossible to simulate the whole universe with its trillions and trillions of things. But we don't actually need to anyway.
That computer
We
has a
only
face.
need enough universe to fool the inhabitants of our simulation into thinking that they're real. Who needs billions of galaxies? We only need the space our subjects are allowed to explore.
That's definitely true.
The vast universe could just be a flat projection, and they would have no way to know.
What about small things like cells or bacteria? We don't really need them. When you use a microscope, what you see could be instantly created. Same with atoms. The chair you're sitting on right now does not need to be simulated with quadrillions of atoms. We just need the outermost layer of it. It might be empty inside until you decide to break it open. Your body might feel like it's filled with bubbly things, but it might be empty until you open it.
What the fuck is this guy talking about?
Chavez, I think I figured this out.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut my arm off right now, and we'll see if it's really empty. If I close my eyes, nothing should spill out first, right?
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, I guess that kind of is the theory here. If you don't see it, how do you know it really exists, right? But that's what we have math for. That's literally what math is for. That tells you what's there before you see it's there.
You know that tree theory makes sense now? That if a tree is having sex in the woods by itself, how do we know it makes a noise or something?
Yeah, that's close. That's close enough to what I think it is. You know, yeah, you get hard, or you have wood. What is it? A woodchuck chuck, and it sucks your dick.
The minimum
That's what I'm
requirement for our simulation is only the consciousness of our virtual humans. Our subjects just need to think the simulation is real.
Okay, I mean,
so are
this
we
is
being
true,
simulated?
right?
Well, maybe.
No.
But there are a few conditions that need to be met. Obviously, we have no authority over this topic, so please take everything we say with a grain of salt.
Done.
Based on a
Just like
modified
my
version
chicken.
of the original simulation argument by Nick Bostrom, we have 5 assumptions for you. If they're true, you, dear viewer, are living in a simulation.
All right,
Assumption
let's do it.
1. It's possible to simulate consciousness.
Wait,
Nobody
is it really
knows
for
what
real?
consciousness is. For the sake of argument, let's assume that you could generate consciousness by
Oh,
simulating a
okay,
brain.
we're assuming you can, but
Brains
you might not be
are
able to.
pretty complex.
If you count every interaction between synapses as one operation, your brain runs at about 10 to the power of 17, or 100 million billion operations per second. Let's generously assume we need
Why do
10
they
to the
keep
power.
changing?
We assume we need 10 to the power of 20 operations to simulate 1 second of human consciousness. But we don't want to simulate just one human. We want to simulate all of human history at once, so we can skip around. Let's say we want to simulate 200 billion humans with an average lifespan of 50 years.
Okay.
1 year has 30 million seconds, times 50 years, times 200 billion humans, times 10 to the power of 20 operations.
So we need a computer able to handle
24. It's always 24. If it's not, we're
a
off on
million,
this one,
trillion,
fam.
trillion,
You know what I don't like
trillion
about this video?
operations.
Huh?
I think that guy's a YouTube vlogger and he goes to the grocery store. Why am I trusting him if I'm real?
So wait, what does the part about him going to the grocery store have to do with anything?
I'm just saying, he's one of those daily vloggers. I don't know if I trust his logic on are we human, are we not?
That looks like the guy from Vsauce. It does not look like the guy from Vsauce at all. That looks nothing
Per
like the guy
second.
from Vsauce, chat.
More operations than there are stars in the observable universe.
Right.
A computer like this is just impossible. Except, maybe it isn't.
Okay, is it or
Assumption
is it
2.
not? All right.
Technological progress will not stop anytime soon.
That we can agree on because we're
If
playing
we
this
assume-
text chat in the Discord, and I'm telling you, this is the epitome of hyperbole. Type that joke out, it makes it funny.
The technological progress continues in a similar fashion as it has so far, then there might be galaxy-spanning civilizations with unlimited computer power at some point. Beings on a technology level so advanced that we could barely
That is
distinguish them from
crazy.
gods. A computer that can handle a million, trillion operations is serious business, but there are actually concepts for computers which could handle this. The Matryoshka brain is a theoretical megastructure made up of billions of parts orbiting a star
That
feeding
is
on
a
its
Death
radiation.
Star, fam. Straight
A
up Star
computer
Wars.
of this scale would have enough power to simulate many thousands, if not millions, of humanities at the same time. Other technologies, like high-end future quantum computers, might
Ew, I get why this is relevant. It took that long just to sink in.
lower
Got
the
it.
size
Got
drastically,
it.
so it
Got
might
it.
be possible to do this with a structure the size of a large city, or even smaller.
Right.
But only if there's still someone around to build the computer. Assumption 3. Advanced civilizations don't destroy themselves.
That is, you already
If
know
there
that
is a-
shit's gonna happen because we're headed there right now, fam. But let's assume that they don't, right? That we're really just, we're a different society altogether. We're not just gonna smurder
Point at
ourselves.
which all civilizations destroy themselves, this whole discussion ends here.
Yeah.
Looking into space, you'd expect a universe filled with millions of alien civilizations, but we see nobody. The reason for this might be great filters. Great filters are barriers life has to overcome, like nuclear war, asteroids, climate change, or a black hole generator.
We're not going to survive 2 of the 4 things there.
If life is inherently self-destructive, then there are no simulations. We explain this in more detail in our Fermi paradox video.
I'll be there because them things look hot.
Assumption 4. Super advanced civilizations want to run simulations.
Right. That's a given.
When we speak of post-human civilizations, we don't know what we're dealing with. To think we know what beings as powerful as gods want is pretty arrogant. Imagine the smartest ant on Earth living next to an amusement park. It's curious about what humans are up to, so you try to explain. Unfortunately, the ant just doesn't understand. The concept of roller coasters and standing in lines and holidays and fun doesn't make sense to an ant living an ant life. It's the same with us and a post-human being. Compared to them, we are ants. Running
It's not gonna happen, dude. Titties will always be titties. Right? Everybody likes those, man. That's not gonna ever stop being a thing. It's always been a thing. I don't care. And if you're saying I can't comprehend it anyways, what is stopping me from just disagreeing with what you say about it? It's an inherent problem here that you just can't fix with this type of theory.
Simulations for fun or science might be an absurdly stupid idea to them. But
yeah, that's the point. That's literally the point, bro. Aren't humans the only? So yes, aren't humans the only species that like titties? Yeah, that's literally the point. Yeah,
if they do want to run simulations for whatever reasons, and assumptions 1 to 3 are true too, then the chances are not 0 that you are living inside a simulation. Assumption 5. If there are a lot of simulations, you are probably inside a simulation. If there are simulated civilizations, it's likely that there are a lot of them. After all, we assume that post-human beings have access to practically unlimited computing power. So if they run simulations, it would be convenient to run millions or even billions of them. If there are billions of simulated universes, there are probably trillions and trillions of simulated conscious beings. Which would mean that the vast majority of all conscious beings that will ever have existed are simulated. So for every conscious being made of flesh, a billion simulated ones exist.
Give me a good test. No? Okay, so Jet's gone, HQ's gone.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, cool. I just said give me a test on the mic, motherfucker.
I'm here.
Is there another way to say that in Australian so he gets it? Ah, just kidding, racist. So yeah, so we never really know if we're so we don't know if we're in a simulation, right?
They're all Sims.
Yeah. They're all
Fallout all over again.
We're all Sims.
I knew you were robots.
That's probably the best video I've seen with one of these like extreme theories as like the basis for it. So this definitely is some good logical banter, I think. This is pretty solid logical banter, but I mean, overall it's still kind of weak because like there are so many variables to try to make it airtight. The fact that we have to be so far in the future to even make this work definitely means that like you can't even make it out of the do we survive that long phase, I think. But like if you made yourself into a simulation, right? So say you wanted to make all life a simulation, like that is what a company's goal is to do. What is the point of doing that and not letting people know they're in a simulation? That takes all the fun out of living life.
Exactly, like you understand the mental consequences of that when they realize everything that they thought they knew was just fake.
I mean, what happens when it starts to break down? At least if I know from the time that I'm born that I'm in a simulation, you get so many more benefits of knowing that this shit isn't real.
Yes, like
why would we program
them? Like,
sadness?
why would you hide that from them? They'll lose their mind.
I'm saying, why would
the Truman Show? We all know.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I'm just like, why would you program sadness into anything? Why would you program depression in as part of the equation if you're inside of a simulation? Like, dude, just we don't play video games because we like where we're at, right? Like we don't play a video game and play the sit at the computer simulator, right? It's like nah, man. So I don't know. Pretty good though. It's a great video though. It's a great video.
Yeah, I love the art styles.
Oh yeah, art styles absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys for joining me for this. This was actually a fun start, and we'll get into it, man. We'll get into the next one a little bit later. Thank you, ChavezzSlovakia. Peace. That was pretty fun.